With the Eagles in a whirlwind of changes, the future of Jalen Hurts is sparking buzz. Coaches are weighing options, and whispers of a potential trade are heating up. Will the Birds stick with their star quarterback or pivot after the 2026 season? These decisions could reshape our hopes for another Super Bowl run. Let's dive into the drama. Let's be real. This matters because it signals how the front office is prioritizing the roster right now. The Eagles find themselves in the familiar May routine, poised on the brink of OTAs, but this year feels different, doesn't it? With Jalen Hurts at the helm, he's facing what many are calling a crossroads season, and honestly, this is where the pressure really kicks in. Sure, we've got our usual Super Bowl aspirations, but it's clear that expectations are through the roof for our young QB. Historically, Hurts hasn't been a high-volume passer, and that makes the recent struggles in our passing game especially concerning. The absence of a solid running game has only amplified these concerns, exposing inefficiencies that can't be ignored. We all remember when our offense was a well-oiled machine, so seeing these struggles can feel like a gut punch, especially for a fan base tired of collapses and controversies. As we gear up for this prove-it season, the Birds need their quarterback to rise above the noise and show why he was the Super Bowl LIX MVP. The landscape is shifting, and it feels like everything is on the line. Let's face it, losing depth hurts more than people think, especially in December when every game counts. This year is critical not just for team success, but for Hurts as he navigates this pivotal moment in his career. Where do we go from here? Every snap will count, and the eyes of the city are watching closely. The talk around Jalen Hurts is getting louder, and it's not just coming from the fan base. ESPN NFL insider Dan Graziano recently dropped the bomb that this season could be make or break for our guy. We all know the stakes are high, but Graziano isn't alone in this train of thought. Another unnamed executive from the AFC echoed his sentiments, suggesting there's real possibility the Eagles might look to part ways with Hurts as soon as 2027. It's wild to think about. The landscape around our beloved Birds could shift dramatically in just a short time. Let's be real, this isn't just idle chatter. Decisions like this could reshape the entire franchise and impact our Super Bowl ambitions. Fans are understandably concerned, especially with all the recent changes surrounding the organization. As we approach the new season, how Hurts performs will not only affect his future, but also determine if the Eagles can reclaim their place among the elite teams. The reality is that every throw, every decision he makes will be scrutinized like never before. With so much on the line, the question is whether Hurts will rise to the occasion or if the Eagles will have to start looking in a new direction. The uncertainty looms, and with it, the fate of our playoff hopes hangs in the balance. Honestly, this is the type of update that tells us more than the headline itself. With the Eagles gearing up for an exciting season, there's buzz swirling around the team, and it's clear that how they handle Jalen Hurts will be crucial. This isn't just about his performance, it's about how the organization views their future. Reports suggest that discussions within the front office are getting more serious as the organization evaluates Hurts' position. There's a palpable sense of urgency in the air. The Birds are preparing for a major shift, and if they decide to trade Hurts, it would signify a complete overhaul of their strategy. Let's not forget the intense spotlight that's been shining down on this team. The upcoming Thanksgiving lineup for the NFL is already being highlighted, and the Eagles will have their eyes set on showing they're still contenders. As we approach the 2026 season, the timing is everything. It means that this isn't just a regular season, it's a performance review for Hurts. Executives are weighing the long-term vision against the immediate need for a quarterback who can lead the Birds back to a Super Bowl. And while fans may have mixed feelings about the prospects of a Hurts trade, it's essential to remember the stakes at play. The Eagles need to ensure whoever sits under center can handle the heat, especially if they want to make the most out of that Thanksgiving showcase. A strong performance could prove his worth in ways that mere stats can't encompass. But if the passing game continues to struggle, you can bet there will be calls for changes ringing louder than ever. As the speculation grows louder, one thing is clear: Hurts must find a way to elevate his game, or this incredible opportunity could slip through his fingers. The Eagles seem ready to make bold moves, but will Hurts rise to the occasion just when it matters most? My take: treat this as smoke until we get something concrete, but the timing matters. It'll be interesting to see how the Birds navigate this pivotal moment. Make no mistake, the future of the franchise could hang in the balance with every game and every play Hurts makes. The clock is ticking, and the Eagles' ambitions for another championship run sit squarely on his shoulders. Kevin Patullo's departure from the Eagles has left a notable gap in the organization, and fans are feeling the impact. As the former offensive coordinator, Patullo played a pivotal role in shaping what many consider one of the most successful runs in Eagles history, leading to 5 consecutive playoff appearances, 2 NFC championships, and that glorious Super Bowl LIX victory. His influence on Nick Sirianni's program was significant, and losing him now, with the team navigating a crucial season, can't be overlooked. During his time here, he was not just a coach, he was a linchpin, trusted to step in as acting head coach when the Eagles faced health challenges among the coaching staff. With him moving on to the Dolphins, there's no doubt that the atmosphere in the locker room has shifted. This transition brings uncertainty and adds pressure not only to Jalen Hurts, but to the entire offense as they adjust to new dynamics. It's clear that how the Eagles fill the void left by Patullo could dramatically influence Hurts' development going forward. A steady hand in the coaching staff was crucial for our young quarterback, especially considering the mounting expectations this season. The fans are anxiously awaiting how the Birds will address these challenges. The hope is that whoever is brought in can replicate the magic that Patullo helped cultivate. Honestly, losing depth hurts more than people think, especially in December when every game counts, and right now it feels like the Eagles are counting on each other more than ever. Kevin Patullo's exit from the Eagles is a defining moment that can't just be swept under the rug. His role as the offensive coordinator has been pivotal, both in terms of strategy and in the dynamics of the locker room. Over his 5 years in Philly, Patullo wore many hats, expertly navigating the complexities of the team's needs and challenges. His departure creates a vacuum, especially during a season where every decision counts for the Birds. Communication within the squad may take a hit, and that can be unsettling for our young quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Losing a figure like Patullo raises questions about how the offense will adapt. He was a trusted leader who stepped up in critical times, keeping the team on solid ground. The reality is that with him no longer in the picture, there's added pressure on both the coaching staff and Hurts to quickly find their footing. The absence of such an influential figure could lead to an uneven start, which is the last thing the organization needs as they aim for another Super Bowl run. Keeping momentum is everything in this league, and the Birds can't afford any missteps now. Honestly, with pivotal changes happening, it feels like the team needs to rally together more than ever to navigate this transition and prove doubters wrong. As the Eagles fan base grapples with the potential reinvention of this team, the pressure on Jalen Hurts is palpable. The reality is that he's now posted consecutive seasons with a passing game ranked in the bottom third of the league. That's a tough pill to swallow, especially given the lofty expectations that come with being the Birds' franchise quarterback. This isn't just about stats, it's about perception, both in the locker room and out on the field. With Kevin Patullo's departure now settling in, the dynamics around Hurts' role could shift. How the team handles this transition is critical. There's a chance this could shake up not only the offensive strategies, but also the confidence within the locker room. The players need to believe in Hurts if they're going to rally around him, and that starts with his performance. From here on out, every snap matters. Fans are hungry for a return to dominance, and with the new season creeping up, expectations are fierce. The organization is at a crossroads. If Hurts can't elevate his game, we might see the Eagles actively exploring options in the market. That's an unsettling thought for any true Bird supporter. As much as we want to believe in our young QB, we can't ignore the track record that has formed. Losing depth hurts more than people think, especially in December when games can make or break a playoff run. This season is about proving it on the field. Hurts has a chance to either quiet the noise or give the front office a big reason to pivot in a different direction. The clock is ticking, and the stakes have never been higher for our quarterback. It's time for him to show he can lead this team back to the promised land. So, know this, fans, as the drama unfolds this season, buckle up because every game brings new possibilities for the franchise. For the Birds to soar, we need Jalen Hurts at his best. Now, jump over to the next video where we'll dive deeper into the strategies that could change the Eagles' approach this season.